Ready to run online sale for Nutrien Equine. Go to nutrienequine.com.au to visit the website. Click on the banner that's above Steve's head there and follow the prompts. You'll be able to check out all the lots. Steve Dixon is joining me from the head proprietor of Llewellyn Park. Firstly, Steve, welcome to Campbell's Comments, mate.
Thanks, Paul. Good to be here.
Maiden voyage. You could have had a shave.
Yeah, I'm going the rugged approach at the moment.
COVID, a little bit of salt and pepper happening down around the chin too.
Yeah. It's showing my age, I think.
Just in case you hadn't heard it. Well said, Philly. Fun on the run. We saw her do a run-up at Shepparton just recently. I saw an interview with Ian Ward, getting a little bit of publicity, mate, but getting right down now to the business end. Firstly, how are the nerves, and are you excited about this filly?
I'm excited about the filly. From all reports, 12 months ago we broke her in. Gary Tillman broke her in for me, and he said, I think she's got a motor. I really think she's one of the best I've broken in. And then Ian sort of topped it off with saying, well, I haven't given her the fifth gear yet, but I like her.
Yep. So confidence levels are okay?
Yeah, look, you're always a bit nervous before a sale, but I would say that she'll be a nice early 2-year-old. She'll never hit a knee. She's got great attitude, and she wants to run. Yeah, she wants to run. The other day, she's probably a little bit too smart, but she clipped the latch on the gate, got out. The jogger was going around the track, and she decided to just hop on the back of the jogger and work herself. So that's how keen she is.
She's keen to get up and go. I'll show the Shepparton, the ready to run at Shep. There's a little bit of hieroglyphics going across here. I thought I'd just fix that, but clearly I didn't. That's okay. We won't worry too much. This was all these videos. This is only part of the video. I want everyone to go to the website and be able to click on them. It's the best way for everyone to do it. I'm sure Steve's well aware of that as well. But she's a lovely type. She's standing there upright in a couple of photos, and she looks terrific. She's got a nice head on her as well. And the video footage, she seems a nice enough going horse. Glenn was out by himself, which makes a bit of an issue with young horses on a strange track. They have a bit of a look around and the likes, but she did everything right. She's a well put together filly.
Yeah, and look, she wasn't pushed on the day, and like, it was the first time to the track, so you always sort of worry about the first time to the track what she's going to do. But she did everything right without being pushed, and we were happy with her. Even though she, it wasn't the quickest time, but we weren't worried about that. We know she's got that backup gear for her.
Yep, and she was striding along there. I might have had a little bit of overlay with some music just then. If I did, I apologise, but it would have made you sound better, Steve, not worse, so don't worry.
Absolutely, everything helps.
Don't worry about that. She just go to the back straight. She's got a lovely stride. You can see she's high head check, young horse just trying to find a gate, but Glenn doesn't have a whip or anything either, which that makes it a little bit better too, doesn't it?
Yeah, and look, she'll wear basic gear. Like, she'll never hit a knee, and just she's got open bridle on, and she's got blinkers on just for the occasion. But she's very easy to get along with and very smart and wants to get on with the job. So I'm just confident that she will make a good early 2-year-old for someone.
How are you finding the experience, mate? Stepping up into the online sale, ready to run sale, throwing everything at one hit. Yeah, look, I'm
a bit nervous, but I'm happy to be involved with Nutrien. Like, they're doing a great job, and so when I was talking to Mark earlier in the year, and he said, "Have you got anything?" And I said, "Well, I've got a great little filly that we could put in that sale to try her out," and I'm happy to be involved.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's good, and that's exciting for everyone involved. As I said, go to the website. You'll be able to see that whole video in its entirety. I think there's still about another 30 seconds to go. Rickie Alchin just sent me for a text message, which is good, so it gives me an hour still to do some more stuff. I'm going to be catching up with Rickie. This is all going to be compiled into one big video going forward, and hopefully a podcast. I know you like your podcast, Steve, because you don't mind travelling around, so...
Yep.
Just want to send everyone, as I said again, to nutrienequine.com.au. Click on the banner and ready to run. Make sure you follow. Blanche Poole's coming on next with me, and we're going to just talk through about the registration as well. But make sure you get on and register before Friday. You can register up until Sunday. Get on and register beforehand, because if you have any issues, the girls will be in the office and they'll look after you registering. It's a little bit different to what we used to, because it's a whole new player into the scheme, and this is how they do things. So people have got to be aware it's a different bidding system. It's totally different to APG. So make sure you go to the website, watch all the videos, and then look at all the photos, look at everything else they've got going, but also register so that you can put your bids in and be ready for 3 o'clock Sunday, which I'm sure Steve will be ready for, but he'll be extremely nervous about.
I'll be ready. And look, and another thing, Paul, it gives us another avenue to sell our horses. So instead of going through the traditional yearling sales, we've got this other avenue ready to run concept. Every horse is not ready for a yearling sale, but it's really important that we've got another avenue to sell our horses through.
Absolutely. Steve Dixon, thank you very much, mate.
All the best. Thanks very much.
Ready to run online sale, November 20 to 22nd, proudly brought to you by Nutrien Equine. Rhiannon Park, Blanche Poole joins me all the way from Shepparton. Firstly, Blanche, welcome to Campbell's Comments.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
You guys have got a pretty busy sale, actually. I'm actually going to start playing lot number 9 just above our head. The videos are there. I want everyone to go to the website. This is one thing I said to you there, and we're going to discuss actually about the make sure that everyone's enrolled to vote, enrolled to bid, and go through all the proper channels going forward. But it's nutrienequine.com.au. We've actually got the well said and well named Better Abs, and I'm not talking about mine. I'm Abby Turnbull and Craig Turnbull did a lot of the work with this little filly. She's a precocious little thing, and she gets over the ground lovely. I notice her action down the back straight. She gets a little bit unsettled a couple of times, but she does cover some ground really nice, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's right. She had just a tiny little hiccup there around the back straight, but coming home, she come home real nice. We're really happy with her. Yeah, really happy.
She wasn't the only one. I noticed a few of them, just I think babies, big open track, and they're out there by themselves. I think it gets a bit overawed sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. It's a big day for them. They've only had a couple of preps. Probably, I think Craig and Abby took them into Shep Track just a couple of times to get them used to the surroundings. But they still are only babies. We're sort of expecting a wee bit much of them, I think. But this online sale came about, so we decided that we'd pop a couple in to patronise it.
I am convinced there is someone having a lot of fun with the second dam. Black type everywhere. I'm not reading one of them names, because anyone that knows me knows I have trouble getting my tongue around certain names. They're full of it on the second dam, but it's a great family. The mare's only had 2 foals of racing age. One of those made the track, and that's Sporting Scribe done a great job. It's a beautiful little family this one's got, hasn't it? Yeah,
it has. We were actually surprised that we didn't sell her at the sale. She actually went through the yearling sales, but we didn't get much of a bid, so we decided to bring her home. We thought we might just race her ourselves, but when the Nutrien online sale came about, we thought we'll pop her in there and just see if there's any interest in her that way. But it's a very nice family. Jodie Quinlan actually let us borrow the mare. Her and Diane Shelley, I think, are in partnership with that mare, so they get the next foal, which they've got a really nice little filly down the paddock at the moment. So hopefully that mare breeds on.
Absolutely, and that's what we want, and that's what I think it's good with Nutrien coming on board. And are you excited about this new sale?
I am, yeah. No, really excited about the possibility of this concept going forward, and also about the new yearling sale coming about. That'll be great.
It is a different concept, this ready to run. I've started lot number 10, which is a Heston Blue Chip out to bring her back, but we'll just this is very exciting. I was talking to Greg Payne the other day. I actually had to tell Greg how to hook up over Messenger so we could do a hookup with him. It's a different world COVID's brought about. This sale probably fits in as nicely as you can say it with COVID very well, because people have had to learn technology, and this sale is tailor-made really for technology, the way it works, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It gives everyone an opportunity. It doesn't matter where you are in Australia, you can log in and have a look at these young babies going around, and hopefully you pick out something you really like and you can bid on it.
Absolutely. This one going around at the minute out of the Badlands, Hanover mare, bring her back, the Heston Blue Chip, big fella. I noticed he wore spreaders, but you would expect that with the size that he is anyway. He's a big lump, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. I think, Craig was just, he's just a wee bit narrow still, so he didn't want him to, brush or do anything, but he hasn't done that throughout both preps. So he's been really happy with him. He just kind of put the spreaders on there just in case.
You can go and watch Campbell's comments. I live streamed the whole day there the other day at Shep, and Craig got out. It was quite funny because he just got out, went around. He had a rain burr, I think, on the offside, and he wasn't happy with it, so he just got out and went over and took the rain burr off and climbed back in the cart. No one near him. Terrifically, very, very relaxed. Colt just took everything in his stride, didn't he?
Yeah, no, that gelding's a really nice boy. He's always, he's the gelding. It's all right. I don't think it's on the side of the gelding, but he's been a really nice boy all along.
Yeah, absolutely, and he had a really good way about him. There's a couple of them. I know while we got that, just talking about the colts and geldings and the likes, Lot 15 is definitely a gelding as well. He's listed in the catalogue as a colt. That's Nick Hooper's trotter, I know that. So, yeah, just be aware of that Lot 10 is a gelding. But it's a great family. There's plenty of black type all the way through, but you can actually just see the way he goes. And I think that's the most exciting part about these sales and this concept is being able to physically see them here. Hopefully, by putting this up on Facebook and YouTube, people are going to go back and watch more of them on the website and then get involved in the online bidding. Before we get talking over that too much, you had 3 in. The third of those was prepared by Stephen Boyington, who does a great job.
Yep.
And
he does. Yep.
On the day that I worked the Ready to Run sale, we've got to say hats off to Colleen Boyington. She done a terrific job. Colleen Aiken does a good job too, but Colleen Boyington on the day did a great job of getting everyone organised, making sure everyone was under control as well. She's a bit of an unsung hero there at Shepparton. But
she sure is.
Boyo prepares this one. This is a real likely type, isn't it? It covers the ground nice and looks like it's got plenty of zip about him.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's a nice little fella. He was one that we didn't take to the sale. Not much on the page, but that's the beauty of an online sale like this and a ready-to-run sale. For those ones that aren't that strong on the page, you can take them along and people can see that they can get up and go.
You say there's not much on the page. There's not a lot of mares foals on the first couple of pedigrees either. I think you go down to your fourth dam, there's 15 foals, but that's a long way down. So there hasn't been a lot of foals born out of this whole family for a while.
No, that's right. It's actually my husband's family's breed. We just took the mare on, bred her ourselves actually, and she broke down as a young horse, did a tendon, so she showed a lot of ability, but unfortunately didn't get to the track. So.
No, real likely type. And talking to Daniel Jack during the day, shadow plays for some reason don't sell. He does a great job shadow play. They keep knocking up winners left, right and centre, yet yearling sales, they don't have that great appeal. You can watch a lovely shadow play covering the ground nicely here for Boyo as we speak. Yeah,
no, he goes real nice, that shadow play. And you're right, they are a nice going individuals and they're a good bread and butter horse,
And so
they get to the track.
And leaves good horses as well. Like he does a really, really good job shadow play. He cops a bit of a bad rap, I think. Like a lot of stallions, for some reason, buyers get out of favour with them, which I'd imagine for a breeder like yourselves that take horses to the sales to sell, must get frustrating sometimes when for some reason they just don't sell 1 year.
Yeah, that's right. You've got to have a crystal ball and know what people are going to want 2 years down the track. So,
But that's where this sale comes in handy and can really, really work, Blanche, isn't it? Because if they don't sell, you now have another option of what you can actually do with them and a place to be able to, reposition them. You don't have to give them away for nothing. You've got that option
that's
now.
Right.
Yeah,
and even if they don't sell through this, it's opportunity to get them out there, and maybe some people can get some syndicates together. We're open for all of that sort of stuff to happen. Syndicates are a great way now, I think, too.
Yep, and we can do most of the things online like we are this tonight. Blanche, you retweeted today about how to register. I keep going to say enroll, but that's okay. Register to place your bids. I said to Steve Dixon just there before, it's a bit of a different feast this year because it's a different provider. So everyone will be used to doing it one way, and they're going to have to get their head around doing it a different way, which is Nutrien's way, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So Nutrien have done these online sales before with their performance horses. So they use a company called Auctions Plus. But everything seems very straightforward. Like I just shared that link. It was very easy to find. So yeah, just if you want to see it, just go onto either my Facebook page or Rhiannon Park's Facebook page, and it's listed there. And you just have to click on, and it's got everyone's contacts there. If you're having any trouble, I'm sure any of the Nutrien team will just walk you through it so that you can get registered and be able to bid.
I was talking to Grace. If you don't have your registration before the weekend, there will be, and you have issues over the weekend, there will be people to help you, but it won't be as easy. You're better off registering before Friday.
Yep.
And then if there is a glitch, they can get back to you. You might be dealing with one person. You might be waiting for 5 minutes while that one person's sorting out someone else. So get up there and register, and it's easy. Yep. And they say it's easy.
Tomorrow to do it.
Oh, yeah, and Friday. You've got all day Friday. I know the auction starts at 3 o'clock, but you can definitely get it all done. But if you get it done during working hours is the key to doing it.
That's right.
Go to nutrienequine.com.au to be able to, one, view all these horses, and then two, to be able to register so as you can do your bidding, and also then be able to watch the online bidding. The bidding starts at 3 o'clock. It's a little bit different to a couple of the other ones. The bidding starts at 3, and if there's no bids, I think it's finished within 1 minute if no one puts a bid in for any horse. So you've got to be aware that's not the first lot going up. It's any lot at all starts at 3 o'clock, and it will stop once bidding stops, but that might be 4 hours later as well.
Yeah, that's right. So you just keep popping your bids in and keep an eye on it. You can sort of go away and come back, but you don't have to sit there the whole 2 or 3 days. But as long as you put your bid, you can put your bids in now, like early, if you want to. There's a way of doing that as well. So if if you've got a budget, you might just put it in a bit below your budget and then see how it goes. When it gets up to the bidding for that particular one. So yeah.
I need to clarify, 3 o'clock Sunday, not 3 o'clock Friday. The bidding finishes. Make sure.
That's right.
Yeah, don't panic. Don't panic. I think it opens from about 11 o'clock Friday. Is that right?
I think it's 9 a.m. Friday. It says on the Auctions Plus through till 3 p.m. Sunday the 22nd.
Yep, and that's how it will all go. But yeah.
Yeah.
Blanche, thank you very much. I'm excited. I hope you are. I asked Steve Dixon, are you nervous as well? Like, are you going to be? How are you going to find the 3 days of knowing whether you like? It's longer than 10 minutes in a sale ring, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. No, it is a little bit nerve wracking, but it's all new and it's kind of exciting too. But yeah, we'll get there. Hopefully, we'll get them into some nice stables, and people will enjoy them in the future.
Absolutely. Keep doing what you're doing too, Blanche. You're doing a great job on Facebook as well. I love the way you promote all your stuff and all your stock. Keep doing it. I think it's the best way to get the word out about harness racing. Blanche Poole, thank you very much.
You. No problem. Thanks a lot.
Ready to run online sale November 20 to 22nd for Nutrien Equine. A man that... he's been extremely busy. I'm tipping he's going to be pretty happy by the time the 22nd comes around. There'll be a few less horses to work. Rickie Alchin joins me. Rickie, firstly, thank you very much for joining me, mate.
No, that's okay, Paul. No worries.
It's been hard to catch up and correlate this, I suppose, but I appreciate your time. I've got the videos playing. We'll try and keep the videos playing as much as I can over the top, because otherwise, if we spend 2 minutes on every horse, people are going to be listening to us for 20 minutes, mate. So it's going to be very taxing and trying. But I do want people to go to the nutrienequine.com website. You'll see all the sectionals, and you'll be able to see the full videos. I've only taken snippets out of them. They're playing above my head. It's going to be a little bit hard for people to get a full picture of all these horses, but we'll just keep going through them. We might be a little bit out of whack. If we're out of whack, I'll tell people as we're going along, mate, but we'll be fine. First one you've got up, I actually wrote here, nice type, good walk. He's a lovely, lovely gelding, this bloke, by Better Than Cheddar. He's got a really nice walk about him when he walked into that parade ring, doesn't he?
Yeah, look, he's a ready-made 2-year-old, Paul. He's a good bodied horse. He's a good minded horse. He's a good gaited horse. And he's sort of, everything I've asked him to do, he's done quite easily. And he's well related. He's closely related to, Centenario, Philadelphia Man, and of course, Tough Tilly that won the other night, the Breeders' Crown semi-final. So, yeah, I mean, anyone looking for a horse that could go to the races early, he'd be the one to look at.
She's had the mare's had 3 to race. 2 of those are won. She's So Savvy and Heavenly Rocks so far. And then there's a Better's Delight. So you'd imagine it'll take a little bit of time and it'll come along as well. But just a really, really nice family. You obviously like this one.
Yeah, I don't mind him. I mean, I haven't had him all that long. He was broken in up at Darren Ray's and sent to me, straight through after his breaking in prep. So he is only on his second preparation. But yeah, he's sort of ready made. He's got the 2-year-old type all about him, and yeah, he should make a nice racehorse, I would say.
A couple of these videos are a little bit different. Just go to the website and you'll be able to see them. This horse is actually still working around in the work carts. It's not actually on that official day, but this is a betting line filly out of Tallulah Bromac, lot number 6 for Ballora. Oh, that's actually a name. This is for Lauriston Bloodstock. I'll get in trouble there by Bill and Ann for saying the name wrong. This is a beautiful family, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Look, she's a really neat little filly. She actually, the reason why she isn't in the work cut, she curbed a hock about 3 weeks ago. So we never actually ran her up on the day. There's a full vet report available for her. And nothing major at all, just sort of baby stuff with her. So she's been advised to sit for 8 to 12 weeks. But yeah, look, she was a very nice little filly, sort of in her body, probably needed to mature a little bit, but she ticked a lot of boxes. And, with time, I think, even with the curb hock, I think time being on her side would do her the world of good. And, yeah, you've got a filly there by betting line out of a very, very good family that potentially, with a bit of patience, could make it.
And Lauriston know how to rear a nice horse, that's for sure. Ricky, just bring your head up to the top part of the phone. Don't move. Just bring your head up to the top. That's better, because you're almost falling out of the screen. You'll understand what I'm saying when you see it, mate. Lot number 7. You're lucky these aren't. You don't have to parade them in the road, because you'd be running like a scolded cat, mate. They give you one after the other. Sports Rider filly for Ben Stud Standardbreds out of All Eyes on Me. Another Rippin' family and another nice type. It's very, very relaxed filly, this when I saw it in the video. Yeah,
look, this filly definitely isn't one of my better ones, I would say, in there. But she's a filly that, for the right person in the right hands, she could make it with time. She has been a little bit difficult to get along with and a bit difficult to get going, but she, in the last 3 weeks prior to these horses being filmed, she really did start to put it together. I think if you could back off her and just be patient with her and not hurry her, you might rep the benefits. And she's got residual on the side being out of that good family.
Just black type everywhere. She just got a little bit rocky on the line, and that's what you're saying. She just needs that little bit more time just to find the gate and let everything settle in.
Just a little bit of a finicky filly. She's, around the stables and around the place, she's quite good. Just in the cart, you just need to go steady with her. Probably not the ideal horse for a run-up sale, but she's there to be sold. And, anybody that's wanting one just to give time to and to play around with, she's got your name written all over her.
It's one thing about these ready-to-run sales is you can actually see what you can get, because, on Bloodlines there, she's got impeccable bloodline, and you can see her action. You'll be able to see it, and you haven't hidden anything in what you've said, and also in your video that you've shown there as well, Rick. So I appreciate your honesty, and I think other people will too. And I think you actually really like these sale concepts. I might be wrong, but you've been pretty keen on them for a few years, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we're not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to tell a whole bunch of lies just to sell a horse. So they're there to, these videos will show, everything you need to see. And I'll be completely honest in telling you about each individual horse.
Well said. Out of Art Asset for Mick McGeegan. He's got 3 lots in it. I wrote down next to this filly, Good Reach. Got a great, puts her front feet right out, doesn't she, when she strides along?
Yeah, she has. I've actually got a bit of a soft spot for this filly. Once again, one that never really dashed up brilliantly on the day, but was also never asked to. She's another one that's only on her second preparation since getting broken in. Beautiful pacing filly, beautiful clean going filly. Another one that, won't be overly expensive. And somebody could definitely rep the benefits with her in time. She's she's a good type of a filly, good filly to be around, good-natured filly, and, feels as though she's definitely got something there.
Great maternal family too, only the 2 dams on there, and the first dam's had 3 foals. Basically 2 are old enough to have raced, and both of those have won, so it's a good little family that. And the Wellseds are actually starting to hit their straps in Victoria. They've taken their time, but they are definitely starting to get there, that's for sure. Lot number 11 is the first of the trotters, mate, a Cardigan Boko. Nice type, wears no front boots at all, but unfortunately in the workout did get it a little bit wrong. But I think there must have been something, because as soon as it went wrong, you actually were looking over your shoulder. So there must have been something actually happened in this workout, I believe, but I'm not sure.
Look, she is what she is, this little filly. She's very immature mentally. Just not focused at all. But the whole day there for her the other day was a bit much for her. She has showed me at times, though, that she can trot. She has trotted a half in about 12 here at Menangle, and trotted it strong, but just, she struggles to do it 2 or 3 times in a row. But once again, she won't be expensive, and, she's New South Wales bred. There's not a lot of 2-year-olds in those races. There was only 3 in the final worth 30,000 the other day, and she's another filly that, for not a lot of money and given time to, she could develop into something down the track. But yeah, she will need time, that one.
Yeah, and that's great insight. You also said there about the New South Wales bred, which might be gaining a bit more trotters going through the ranks. But the Cardigan Bocos are a nice enough type. So he was a well enough bred horse himself going forward. Another well said filly. Do you like the well saids, Ricky, or you had a couple of them? Do you like them?
Yeah, I don't mind them at all. I mean, they're very good bread and butter horses, and every now and then he gets a nice horse.
He does indeed. This one's out of Intimate Moments. It's a big horse. I noticed you had the cart right out on the longest clip on it, and covers the ground very, very nicely.
Yeah, he does actually, Paul. He hasn't been with me all that long. Was very well educated down in West Furlong by Peter Burke. He come to me and sort of hadn't really followed another horse, or definitely hadn't seen the big smoke. So in about 2 weeks, he sort of went from just bowling around to dropping, a half in, I think, a minute he went on the day. He's a horse that feels like he's got something there, quite strong. Since that day, he's still in work. And, yeah, I think he could be one that'll be okay.
Bit more time, he could have gone a bit quicker by the sounds of what you're saying there, I'd say.
Oh, definitely, yeah, 100% for sure. But he is a big raw bone bugger, very sensible horse. Yeah, just sort of needs that another preparation, I suppose. And, you'll probably find him at the races after that.
Yeah, lovely big horse. And that's the beauty of these ready-to-run sales. I mean, you can be racing in probably 2 to 3 months if you get the right one. You might need a bit more time with some of the others, but yeah.
Yeah, some of them will race, early in the season, and some of them will take a bit longer. But I mean, I think the biggest thing is with these things are the horses aren't absolutely gassed out. They're not there running 54 halves, and it's still only very early November. Yeah, there's a lot of time for these horses to improve. Absolutely,
and that's one of the things Nick Hooper said to me, that perhaps Ready to Run is the wrong name to have it. It should be 2-year-olds in training or horses in training, because effectively that's where they're all at different stages, including this one that I'm actually going to start this video back up because it's not that very long a video. Tintin in America out of Let Us Grin, and it's a nice enough family. There's enough black type. It goes deep, Lily and all the rest. But it is a trotter. This is the one thing we need everyone to be aware of, that lot 20, even though he's by Tintin in America, it is actually a trotter. And seems to have a nice enough action. He seems to have a natural action.
Yeah, if this horse was trotting bred, he'd bring really good money. He can trot this horse. As I put up on a post earlier, that he's probably, you'd think he was a year older. Once again, he is only on his second preparation. Didn't want to pace, couldn't pace, wasn't happy with the hobbles. Since I've taken the hobbles off him, he hasn't missed a beat, and he's got a really good way of trotting. When you sit behind him, you hardly hear him hit the ground. He's very very light on his feet, and he takes a good stride. So they've got to go on with it, these horses, but he really feels like he can go.
Anyone out there want to know a weird theory that I come across from time to time? David Aiken, so he's very well respected. He believes a pacing bred trotter has a great chance of being a good horse because they're actually doing a gait they want to do. It's not natural to them. They actually want to be trotters, and it makes a lot of sense. You see a lot of these pacing bred horses, like you guys, Darren Hancock's two Betters Delight horses. Betters Delights aren't naturally trotting horses, and they turn out to be good horses because they actually enjoy that action and they enjoy doing what they're doing.
Yeah, that's right. And, just in this horse's demeanour around the place, since we have been trotting him, he's a different horse. He's happy to do it. Anyone that sits behind him will get a surprise at how good this horse can trot.
That's a good push there by Rickie Alchin. That was for lot number 20. Lot number 22, Western Terror out of Melisandre, I think is what it is, for Ben Stud Standardbreds. I've written here, no boots, no head checks, floats, and wow, just got a lovely action, especially the video footage down the back straight when you just start asking, it just picks her feet up and covers some ground.
Yeah, she does. She's a really nice filly. She's one that I'd be very surprised if she didn't race early. She's very athletic in her body. She's a racy type, and she wants to do it. She probably needed a head check on the day. She was just sort of getting her head up and down a little bit, but we kept her balanced. And yeah, she's got something about her, this horse. There's a bit of quality there, and she's got a bit of presence just around the place. She's, she stands around, and you're always looking at her and think, geez, that's a good type. But yeah, she'll go okay.
When you said she looked like a horse that needed a head check, once you really started to ask her to go, the head doesn't move that much at all. It's sort of when you're ready to get her to go, it's sort of like she's moving that head, getting keen to want to actually do it.
Yeah, that's right. And just that whole day, the horses sort of stay out of their comfort zone a little bit, I suppose. It's all new to them. She was having a good look around. And yeah, she's very quick, but like her point-to-point speed, she's got very good acceleration. That'll take horses a long way.
Western Terra fillies go good, and it's a good family. Got to go Cullens and all the likes down there, so it's a family well and truly worth looking at. That's lot number 22. Lot 23 is another for Ben Stud. Standardbreds, an American Ideal. A filly this time out of a terrific family, Montana Joe. This is her first foal. Jasper Joe, like you got Flo Joe's goal. Just lovely horses all the way through.
Yeah, and she's a lovely horse to go with it. She's got the best attitude probably out of all my horses in the sale. She's just, you never know she's there. She's just easy. And she's a filly that the attitude's going to take her a long way. She wants to do it. She's happy to do it. And, she feels strong enough. So, she's another one that, she may not race early, but she definitely feels like she's got something there.
It's a brave move. The old school guys, you don't put white hobbles on young horses because it might show up any flaws. This is a ready to race, so you're happy to put the white hobbles up, and it doesn't show any flaws. She looks like she's got a really good pacing action.
Yeah, the hobbles were probably just hanging in the shed when it was time to put the hobbles on her, so that's how she one.
But you didn't take them off, so it's not so bad. Don't worry about that. It's always good. It's a good sign, I reckon. And then the last is another Western Terror, another one for Craig Judd and Ben Stud. And this is another great family, actually, as well, out of Morgan Abbey. 7th foal, 6 have raced, 5 live foals, 3-year-old and older, and all 5 have won. And this one looks a nice type too. Might need a little bit of time, but definitely looks a nice enough type.
Yeah, no, she's actually a 2-year-old type. I think she's one that would go. I don't think she needs too much more time.
Yep.
We just got to remember all the Ben Stud ones in particularly. I've only had them probably coming into their 6th week now. She was another one that had really done nothing when I got her, and she's come a long way. Out of all their horses, she's probably improved the most. in a short period. And once again, she's clean gated. She does want to do it. Early in the piece, she sort of was a bit hesitant to go out on her own. She loves to have company and get a little suck along. But, yeah, the penny's just starting to drop with her. And I think after a short spell, she'd be one that would really improve.
Rickie, thank you very much. Nutrien Equine, you've got to go to www.nutrienequine.com.au. Go to the Ready to Run banner. Go on there and check out all the horses. There's photos, videos, updates all the time. There's constantly updates on there. There's a few horses that are gelded. They've been changed around, including that trotter of yours. I was going to mention that before. The Tintin in America is actually a gelding, but it's a great site. And we want everyone to be registered before Friday. It would be ideal if you can be registered to vote. I did it again. Registered to bid before Friday to make it a lot easier on everyone. But you can bid afterwards. But the sale commences at 9 o'clock Friday morning and goes through to about 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. So it's going to be a pretty busy sort of time if you haven't registered and you just leave it to the last minute.
Yeah, no worries. Another thing, just for people out there. Also, look at these horses' futurities, what they are paid up for. There's a couple of horses there that are dual bred. They're Vic bred and New South Wales bred, which means they'll get a bonus in both states. And, I think when you're purchasing young horses, that's a big thing to look at, because if you can get a $7,000 bonus in Victoria and, another $6,000 bonus or in New South Wales, it's one way of getting your money back a little bit easier.
Maximising your return, which is what we're all about, and the likes. Do you enjoy it? I mean, you've been hard to get hold of on the phone. Do you enjoy right at the minute, or is it a bit overwhelming doing so many?
Look, I enjoy the young horses, and I do enjoy this concept. I think there's there is a market for it here in Australia. Nutrien Equine are doing a great job to try and get this back off the ground. And if it does, which I think it will be successful this year, next year they can build on it. It was a bit rushed this year, and I do think, we can get some better bred horses. Not that these are poorly bred, but, get some commercial stallions and things like that in there, and this sale could really take off. We just need the support of buyers and things like that.
And it can work two ways too. If you take a horse to the sales and you don't get what you're after, there is this option to sell them a bit later on. And if you go and buy one cheap and you think, geez, I reckon I can turn $1 on this one, there's also that opportunity that if you're prepared to go out there and buy a couple of horses, basically pinhook in a different way, there is that opportunity as well.
Yeah, that's right. And, exactly what you said. You've got options all around with a sale like this, and having a sale like this just gives another avenue for breeders, buyers, sellers. It is good, and like I said, we just need the support of buyers. Yeah, hopefully it can take off again and go ahead in years to come.
Rickie Alchin, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate your time. It's been good. I'm glad you haven't fallen asleep on the couch there. That would have been bad. But thank you very much for your time, mate.
Okay, cheers, mate.